Now today we will begin with question number 21 of the exercise. Two elements A and B form compounds having molecular formula AB2 and AB4. When dissolved in 20 gram of benzene, that is C6H6, 1 gram of AB2 lowers the freezing point by 2.3 Kelvin, whereas 1 gram of AB4 lowers it by 1.3 Kelvin. The molar depression constant for benzene is 5.1 Kelvin kilogram per mole. Calculate atomic masses of A and B. Now, molar mass of solute is given as M2 equal to 1000 into W2 into Kf upon delta Tf into W1. Now if you want to find molar mass of AB2, then we will write MAB2 equal to 1000 into W2 is 1 into 5.1 upon 2.3 into 20. So that is equal to 110.87 gram per mole. And molar mass of AB4 is equal to 1000 into 1 into 5.1 upon 1.3 into 20, and that is equal to 196.15 gram per mole. So in that way we have got the molar mass of AB2 and AB4 as 110.87 gram per mole and 196.15 gram per mole respectively. Now suppose the atomic masses of A and B are X and Y. So we can write the sum of the atomic masses of AB2 as, for A it is X plus 2 times B, that is 2 times Y, and that is equal to 110.87. Similarly, we can write down the sum of atomic mass of AB4 as, for A it is X plus 4 times B, that is 4Y, and that is equal to 196.15. So now in order to find out the value of Y, we will subtract 2 minus 1. So subtracting equation 1 from 2, we have 2Y is equal to 85.28. So Y is equal to 42.64. Now if we put the value of Y in equation number 1, then we will get X plus 2Y. So instead of Y we will write 42.64 is equal to 110.87. So solving this we will get X equal to 25.59. Hence the atomic mass of A, which was X, which was assumed to be X, is 25.59 units, and atomic mass of B, which was assumed as Y, is 42.64 units respectively. Now let us see question number 22. At 300 Kelvin, 36 gram of glucose present in a liter of its solution has an osmotic pressure of 4.98 bar. If osmotic pressure of the solution is 1.52 bars at the same temperature, what would be its concentration? So your temperature is 300 Kelvin, osmotic pressure pi equal to 1.52 bar, R equal to 0.083 liter bar per Kelvin per mole. So applying the relation pi is equal to CRT. So here C will be equal to pi upon RT. So when we put the value of pi, 1.52 upon 0.083 into 300, then we will get concentration as 0.061 mole. So here we will see that as volume of solution is 1 liter, so whatever number of moles is there, same is the molarity. So here molarity is also 0.061 molar. Question number 26. If the density of some lake water is 1.25 gram per ml and contains 92 gram of Na plus ions per kg of water. Calculate the molality of Na plus ions in the lake. So first of all we will find out the number of moles of Na plus ions. So mass of Na plus is 92 gram, atomic mass of Na is 23 gram per mole, so it will be 4 moles. Now molality is equal to number of moles of solute, that is 4 moles, upon mass of solvent in kg, that is 1 kg. So our answer will be 4 small m, that is 4 molal. Question number 27. If the solubility product of cupric sulfide CuS is 6 into 10 raised to minus 16, calculate the maximum molarity of CuS in aqueous solution. Now solubility product of CuS, that is Ksp, equal to 6 into 10 raised to minus 16. Now let S be the solubility of CuS and it is in terms of mole per liter. Now when CuS undergo dissolution, it will form Cu2 plus ions and S raised to 2 minus ions. So here we will see that both are having same number of moles, so both are having same solubility. So Cu2 plus will be having concentration S and S raised to 2 minus is also having the concentration S. Now Ksp is equal to concentration of Cu2 plus into concentration of S raised to 2 minus. Now Cu2 plus is having molarity S into sulfide ion is also having molarity S. So S into S is equal to S square. Now value of Ksp is 6 into 10 raised to minus 6. So that means S square is equal to 6 into 10 raised to minus 6. So S, that is solubility, is equal to square root of 6 into 10 raised to minus 16. Square root of 6 is 2.45 and square root of 10 raised to minus 16 is 10 raised to minus 8. So answer is 2.45 into 10 raised to minus 8 mole per liter. Hence, the maximum molarity of CuS in an aqueous solution is 2.45 into 10 raised to minus 8 mole per liter. Question number 28. Calculate the mass percentage of aspirin. Formula is C9H8O4 in acetonitrile. Formula of acetonitrile is CH3CN. When 6.5 gram of aspirin is dissolved in 450 gram of acetonitrile. So here we will see that according to the question, 6.5 gram of aspirin is dissolved in 450 gram of acetonitrile. So total mass of solution is 6.5 plus 450 gram, that is equal to 456.5 gram. Now we have to find out mass percentage of aspirin. So mass percentage of aspirin equal to mass of aspirin, that is 6.5, divided by total mass of the solution, that is 456.5 into 100%. So our final answer is 1.424%. Question number 29 is Nalorphine. Formula is C19H21NO3, which is similar to morphine, is used to combat withdrawal symptoms in narcotic users. Dose of nalorphine generally given is 1.5 milligram. Calculate the mass of 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 molal aqueous solution required for the above dose. Now molar mass of nalorphine is 311 gram per mole. Now in the question it is given that there is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 molal aqueous solution of nalorphine. So what is the meaning of this? That in 1 kg of water there is 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 moles of nalorphine, and in gram we have to multiply number of moles with the molar mass. So 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 311 gram. So that is equal to 0.4665 gram. Now total mass of solution is equal to mass of water 1000 gram plus mass of nalorphine, that is 0.4665 gram. So that is equal to 1000.4665 gram. This implies that the mass of the solution containing 0.4665 gram of nalorphine is 1000.4665 gram. Therefore, mass of solution containing 1.5 milligram of nalorphine will be, so we have to do cross multiplication. So now here 1.5 milligram means 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 multiply by 1000.4665 divided by 0.4665. So our final answer will be 3.22 gram. Hence the mass of aqueous solution required is 3.22 gram. Question number 30. Calculate the amount of benzoic acid C6H5COOH required for preparing 250 ml of 0.15 molar solution in methanol. Now here 0.15 molar solution of benzoic acid in methanol means 1000 ml of solution contains 0.15 moles of benzoic acid. So therefore 250 ml of solution will contain, so we have to do cross multiplication. So 0.15 into 250 upon 1000. So that is equal to 0.0375 moles of benzoic acid. Now molar mass of benzoic acid is 122 gram per mole. Hence the mass of benzoic acid will be number of moles multiplied by molar mass. So that is equal to 0.0375 moles multiplied by 122 gram per mole. So that is equal to 4.575 gram. Now question number 32 is calculate the depression in freezing point of water when 10 gram of CH3, CH2, CHCl, COOH is added to 250 gram of water. Ka equal to 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 3, Kf equal to 1.86 Kelvin kilogram per mole. So first of all, molar mass of the solute is 122.5 gram per mole. Therefore number of moles present in 10 gram of solute equal to 10 upon 122.5. So that is equal to 0.0816 moles. Now we have to find out molality. So molality is equal to number of moles of solute, that is 0.0816 divided by mass of solvent in gram, that is 250 multiplied by 1000. So that is equal to 0.3264 mole per kg. Let alpha be the degree of dissociation of solute. So solute undergoes dissociation according to following equation. So initially we are having CH3, CH2, CHCl, COOH. So on losing H plus ion, it will form CH3, CH2, CHCl, COO minus. Now initial concentration before dissolution of the solute is C mole per liter, suppose. And at that time initially no ions will be formed, so that's why the concentration of ions is 0 at equilibrium. Out of total C, suppose 1 minus alpha is out of C, alpha C is used up. Okay, so when we take out C as common, it will be 1 minus alpha. So in that case the amount of ions formed will be alpha C, alpha C. Now Ka equal to concentration of product, that is alpha C multiplied by alpha C divided by concentration of reactant, that is C into 1 minus alpha. Now from numerator and denominator 1 C will be cancelled, so we'll remain with alpha square C upon 1 minus alpha. Now in the denominator, as alpha is very small as compared to 1, we can neglect it. Okay, so in that case Ka will be equal to alpha square C upon 1. So Ka is equal to alpha square C. So alpha is equal to square root of Ka upon C. Now value of Ka given is 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 3. So square root of 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 3 upon 0.3264. So that is equal to 0.0655. So that is the value of dissociation constant alpha. Sorry, degree of dissociation alpha. Now when we take the same equilibrium again, same equation, initial moles of the reactant is 1 and product is 0, 0. At equilibrium, out of 1, alpha amount is used up. So the number of moles of product form will be alpha and alpha. Okay. Now total number of moles at equilibrium is equal to, so whatever is the total of reactant and product that we have to take, so that is 1 minus alpha, that is 1 minus alpha plus alpha plus alpha. So that will be equal to 1 plus alpha. Okay, because one alpha negative and 1 alpha positive will be cancelled, so we will get 1 plus alpha. Now I is equal to number of moles after equilibrium. So what is the number of moles after equilibrium? After dissociation. So after dissociation means at equilibrium. Okay, so that is 1 plus alpha divided by number of moles before dissociation. So before मतलब initial moles, तो initial moles क्या है 1 plus 0 plus 0, so that is 1. Okay, so that's why denominator is 1. So therefore I is equal to 1 plus alpha upon 1. So here we will see that 1 plus alpha upon 1 is 1 plus alpha. So I is equal to 1 plus alpha. Now just now we have found the value of alpha. So that is equal to 1 plus 0.0655. So that is equal to 1.0655. Now we have to find out depression in freezing point of water. So delta TF is equal to I into KF into M. I we have found as 0. I is equal to 1.0655 into KF is 1.86 into molality is 0.3264. So our final answer of delta TF, that is the depression in freezing point, is 0.065 Kelvin. Question number 33. 19.5 gram of fluoroacetic acid is dissolved in 500 gram of water. The depression in the freezing point of water observed is 1 degree Celsius. Calculate the Van't-Hoff factor and dissociation constant of fluoroacetic acid. So first of all, from the data, M2 will be equal to Kf into W2 into 1000 upon delta Tf into W1. So that is equal to 1.86 into 19.5 into 1000 upon 500 into 1. That is equal to 72.54 gram per mole. Now molar mass of fluoroacetic acid M2 is equal to 78 gram per mole. So calculated value is 78 gram per mole, while from the equation it is 72.54 gram per mole. So what will be Van't-Hoff factor? So Van't-Hoff factor is equal to, so I is equal to M2 calculated upon M2 observed. So M2 calculated in the numerator will be 78 divided by M2 observed is 72.54. So that will be equal to 1.0753. So this is our first answer of Van't-Hoff factor. Now let alpha be the degree of dissociation of fluoroacetic acid. So fluoroacetic acid undergo dissociation to form CH2FCOO minus plus H plus. Initial concentration of fluoroacetic acid if supposed to be C, and initially the concentration of ions is 0. Now at equilibrium, out of C may say C minus alpha C concentration is used up. So C is the initial concentration and alpha C is the amount which is used. So remaining amount will be C minus alpha C. So in C minus alpha C, we will take out C as common. So it will be C into 1 minus alpha. Now here we will see that as alpha C is used up, so the number of ions formed will be alpha C alpha C. So if you take the total of these three at equilibrium, that will come out as C into 1 plus alpha, okay? And if you take the total of the initial concentration, C plus 0, that will come out as C, okay? So I is equal to total concentration after equilibrium, so that is C into 1 plus alpha upon total concentration before equilibrium, that is C. So C will be cancelled, so I is equal to 1 plus alpha. So alpha is equal to I minus 1. Just now we have found I, that is equal to 1.0753 and minus 1, so that is equal to 0.0753. Now value of Ka is given as Ka is equal to concentration of products upon concentration of reactant. So in the equation we are having concentration of CH2FCOO minus into concentration of H plus upon concentration of CH2FCOOH. So that is equal to, now concentration of products at equilibrium is alpha C into alpha C upon concentration of reactant at equilibrium is C into 1 minus alpha. So 1 C from numerator and denominator will be cancelled, so we will remain with alpha square C upon 1 minus alpha. So in order to find out Ka, C must be known, okay? Now what is C? So C is molarity, and that is equal to mass of solute, that is 1.9, that is 19.5 upon molar mass of solute, that is 78 into 1000 upon volume of solution in ml, that is 500. So that is equal to 0.5 molar. So therefore Ka is equal to alpha square C. In this equation we will put the values so that we can get the answer of Ka. So C is 0.5 into alpha square is 0.0753 the whole square upon 1 minus alpha. So upon 1 minus 0.0753. So that is equal to 0.5 into 0.00567 divided by 0.9247. So that is equal to 0.00307. So if we take it in scientific notation, we are having 3.07 into 10 raised to minus 3. Now question number 34 is, vapor pressure of water at 293 Kelvin is 17.535 millimeter of mercury. Calculate the vapor pressure of water at 293 Kelvin when 25 gram of glucose is dissolved in 450 gram of water. So vapor pressure of water, that is P1 naught, is given as 17.535 millimeter of mercury. Mass of glucose, that is W2, is equal to 25 gram. Mass of water, that is W1, is equal to 450 gram. Molar mass of glucose is 180 gram per mole. Molar mass of water M1 equal to 18 gram per mole. Now number of moles of glucose N2 equal to mass of glucose, that is 25 upon molar mass of glucose, that is 180, equal to 0.139 moles. And number of moles of water N1 equal to mass of water, that is 450 gram upon molar mass of water, that is 18, equal to 25 moles. Now applying Raoult's law, P1 naught minus P1 upon P1 naught equal to N1 upon N2 plus N1. So that is equal to 17.535 minus P1 upon 17.535 equal to 0.139 divided by 0.139 plus 25. So 17.535 minus P1 equal to 0.139 multiplied by 17.535. okay, this is taken in the multiplication on the other side, divided by sum of 0.139 plus 25, that is 25.139. So 17.535 minus P1 equal to, the answer of the RHS side is 0.097. So P1 equal to 17.44 millimeter of mercury. Hence the vapor pressure of water is 17.44 millimeter of mercury. Now question number 35. Henry's law constant for the molality of methane in benzene at 298 Kelvin is 4.27 into 10 raised to 5 millimeter mercury. Calculate the solubility of methane in benzene at 298 Kelvin under 760 mm of mercury. So partial pressure is equal to 760 millimeter of mercury, Kh equal to 4.27 into 10 raised to 5 millimeter of mercury. According to Henry's law, P equal to Kh into X. So X equal to P upon Kh. So that is equal to 760 upon 4.27 into 10 raised to 5 equal to 177.99 into 10 raised to minus 5. So it will be equal to 178 into 10 raised to minus 5. Hence the mole fraction of methane in benzene is 178 into 10 raised to minus 5. Question number 36. 100 gram of liquid A with molar mass 140 gram per mole was dissolved in 1000 gram of liquid B with molar mass 180 gram per mole. The vapor pressure of pure liquid B was found to be 500 torr. Calculate the vapor pressure of pure liquid A and its vapor pressure in the solution if the total vapor pressure of the solution is 475 torr. Number of moles of liquid A, Na, is equal to mass of A 1000 upon molar mass of A 140. So that is equal to 0.714 moles. Number of moles of B, that is Nb, equal to 1000 upon 180. That is equal to 5.556 moles. Now mole fraction of A, Xa, equal to Na upon Na plus Nb. So that is equal to 0.714 divided by 0.714 plus 5.556. So that is equal to 0.114. And mole fraction of B, Xb, equal to 1 minus 0.114. That is equal to 0.886. Now vapor pressure of pure liquid B in the question is given as Pb naught equal to 500 torr. Therefore, vapor pressure of liquid B in the solution Pb equal to Pb naught into Xb. That is equal to 500 into 0.886. So that is equal to 443 torr. Now total vapor pressure of the solution P total equal to 475 torr. Therefore vapor pressure of A equal to Pa equal to P total minus Pb. So that is equal to 475 minus 443. So that is equal to 32 torr. So this is our first answer, that is vapor pressure of A in the solution. Now we have to find out vapor pressure of pure liquid A. So Pa equal to P naught A into Xa. So Pa naught, that is vapor pressure of pure liquid A, equal to Pa upon Xa. Now Pa we have found as 32 torr. 32 divided by mole fraction of A is 0.114. That is equal to 280.7 torr. Hence, the vapor pressure of pure liquid A is 280.7 torr. Question number 38. Benzene and toluene form ideal solution over the entire range of composition. The vapor pressure of pure benzene and naphthalene at, here it will be toluene, okay? The vapor pressure of pure benzene and toluene at 300 Kelvin are 50.71 millimeter mercury and 32.06 millimeter mercury respectively. Calculate the mole fraction of benzene in vapor phase if 80 gram of benzene is mixed with 100 gram of toluene. Now molar mass of benzene equal to 78 gram per mole and molar mass of toluene is 92 gram per mole. Now number of moles in 80 gram equal to 80 upon 78 equal to 1.026 moles, and number of moles present in 100 gram of toluene equal to 100 upon 92 equal to 1.087 moles. Therefore mole fraction of benzene Xb equal to 1.026, that is number of moles of benzene divided by total number of moles. that is 1.026 plus 1.087, so that is equal to 0.486. And mole fraction of toluene xp, that is mole fraction of toluene, equal to 1 minus mole fraction of benzene, that is 0.486, that is equal to 0.514. Now vapor pressure of pure benzene given, that is Pb naught, equal to 50.71 millimeter of mercury, and vapor pressure of pure toluene, that is Pt naught, equal to 32.06 millimeter mercury. Therefore, partial vapor pressure of benzene Pb equal to xb into Pb naught. So that is equal to 0.486 into 50.71. So it is equal to 24.645 millimeter of mercury. And partial pressure of toluene Pt equal to xt into Pt naught. So it is equal to 0.514 into 32.06. So that is equal to 16.475 mm of mercury. Hence, mole fraction of benzene in vapor phase is given by Pb upon Pb plus Pt. Okay, that is mole fraction of benzene equal to partial pressure of benzene divided by total pressure, that is partial pressure of benzene plus partial pressure of toluene. So that is equal to 24.645 divided by 24.645 plus 16.479. So equal to 24.645 divided by 41.124. So that is equal to 0.599, which is approximately equal to 0.6. Question number 39. The air is a mixture of a number of gases. The major components are oxygenated nitrogen with approximate proportion of 20% is to 79% by volume at 298 Kelvin. The water is in equilibrium with air at a pressure of 10 atmosphere. At 298 Kelvin, if the Henry's law constant for oxygen and nitrogen are 3.30 into 10 raised to 7 millimeter and 6.51 into 10 raised to 7 millimeter respectively, calculate the composition of these gases in water. Percentage of oxygen in air equal to 20%, percentage of nitrogen in air equal to 79%. Also, it is given that water is in equilibrium with air at a total pressure of 10 atmosphere, that is 10 into 760 millimeter of mercury, that is equal to 7600 millimeter of mercury. Therefore, partial pressure of oxygen equal to percentage of oxygen, that is 20%. So 20 upon 100 into total pressure, that is 7600 mm. So that is equal to 1520 millimeter of mercury. Now partial pressure of nitrogen, that is Pn2 equal to mole fraction of nitrogen, that is 79%. So 79 upon 100 into total pressure, that is 7600 equal to 6004 millimeter of mercury. Now according to Henry's law, P equal to Kh into X. So for oxygen, it will be partial pressure of oxygen equal to Kh into mole fraction of oxygen. So mole fraction of oxygen equal to partial pressure of oxygen upon Kh. So equal to 1520 upon 3.30 into 10 raised to 7. So that is equal to 4.61 into 10 raised to minus 5. For nitrogen, partial pressure of nitrogen equal to Kh into X of nitrogen. So X of nitrogen equal to partial pressure of nitrogen upon Kh equal to 6004 upon 6.51 into 10 raised to 7. That is equal to 9.22 into 10 raised to minus 5. Hence, the mole fractions of oxygen and nitrogen in water are 4.61 into 10 raised to minus 5 and 9.22 into 10 raised to minus 5 respectively. Question number 40. Determine the amount of calcium chloride I equal to 2.47 dissolved in 2.5 liter of water such that its osmotic pressure is 0.75 atmosphere at 27 degrees Celsius. Now pi is equal to I into N upon V into RT. So pi equal to I into WRT upon MV. So W equal to pi mv upon IRT. Now pi is given as 0.75 atmosphere, volume in liters is equal to 2.5 liter, Venthoff factor I equal to 2.47, capital T that is Kelvin temperature equal to 27 plus 273 that is equal to 300 Kelvin, R equal to 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole, molar mass of the solute calcium chloride equal to 40 plus 2 times 35.5 equal to 111 gram per mole. So weight of calcium chloride equal to, we have to put the values of the other quantities in the equation. So our final answer is 3.42 gram. Hence the required amount of calcium chloride is 3.42 gram. Question number 41. Determine the osmotic pressure of a solution prepared by dissolving 25 milligram of potassium sulfate K2SO4 in 2 liters of water at 25 degrees Celsius, assuming that it is completely dissociated. When K2SO4 is dissolved in water, K plus and SO4 2 minus ions are produced. So K2SO4 gives 2K plus SO4 2 minus. Therefore total number of ions produced is 2 times K plus and 1 time SO4 2 minus, that is equal to 3. Therefore I equal to 3. Now given quantities are weight equal to 25 milligram that is equal to 0.025 gram, volume in liter equal to 2 liter, temperature in Kelvin equal to 25 plus 273 equal to 298 Kelvin. Also we know that gas constant or R equal to 0.0821 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Molar mass of K2SO4 is 2 times K, that is 2 into 39 plus S, 1 sulfur, so 1 into 32 plus 4 times oxygen, so 4 into 16 equal to 174 gram per mole. Now applying the following relation, pi equal to I into N by V into RT. So that is equal to I into WRT upon MV. So Venthoff factor equal to 3 multiplied by 0.025 into 1 into 0.0821 into 298 upon molar mass of potassium sulfate 174 into volume in liter, that is 2 liters. So that is equal to 5.27 into 10 raised to minus 3 atmosphere.